In this video, I am going to explain about certain instructions which we have to use while writing programs. First is the move instruction. Move instruction comes under the category of data transfer instructions. All these instruction types can be expressed in 4 addressing modes, that is in immediate addressing mode, register addressing mode, direct addressing mode and indirect addressing mode. Addressing mode I have already taught in my previous video. So first instruction, move. Move means copies data from one location to another. Syntax is move destination comma source. That is copy the value from source to destination. Move instruction also can be written in 4 addressing modes. First one is the register addressing mode. Move A, Rn. Rn can be any of the registers ranging from R0 to R7. For example, move A, R3. This means that R3 will be having some content. That content have to be copied into accumulator. So R3 and accumulator will be having same content after copy. Copy the contents of R3 into accumulator. Then second one is by using direct addressing mode. Move A, direct address. For example, move A, 30H. 30H means direct address location. That address location will be having a content. That content have to be transferred to accumulator. So accumulator and that 30H content will be having the same value. Then third one is move A, hash data. This instruction comes under immediate addressing mode. For example, move A, hash 25H. Means that A will be having a constant value 25. Hash means A will be having a constant value 25. Then fourth addressing mode is move A, at Ri. This comes under indirect addressing mode. For example, we can write it as move A, at R0. You can also write move A, at R1, move A, at R2 and so on up to R7. This means that this R0 is pointing some address. That address will be contains the data. So R0 indirectly points one address and that address contains data. That data is transferred to accumulator. So it is indirectly given by the notation at. Then all these can be written in reverse order also. For example, move Ri, A, reverse of this one. That is move R1, A. Accumulator content have to be transferred into R1. So move instruction is the most important data transfer instruction in 8051 microcontroller. Then next we can pass on to data types and directives. 8051 has only one data type and size of each register is of 8 bits. 8051 has only one data type, that is the defined byte data type and size of each register is of 8 bits. Then first one is defined byte, used to define an 8-bit data. When defined byte is used to define a data, the numbers can be written in decimal, hexadecimal, binary or in ASCII formats. The 8051 assembler will convert all these formats into hexadecimal format. To indicate ASCII format, simply place the characters in quotation marks. For example, defined byte quotation mark 2591. Or you can specify defined byte as a decimal number as defined byte DB28. If you are using hexadecimal number, you can represent it by using the syntax defined byte 28H. Defined byte is used to define 8-bit data. 8051 has only one data type and size of each register is of 8 bits. This is the notation for ASCII format. ASCII format will be having some specified value. That value will be converted into corresponding hexadecimal values. Then second data type is the origin. Origin can be denoted by using the letters ORG. Origin is used to indicate the beginning of the address. Origin can be specified in hexadecimal format or in decimal format. For hexadecimal number representation, you have to show it by using the letter H. For decimal format, you can simply write it as 500 or by it as ORG0. Then third one is equate. Equate is used to define a constant without occupying memory location. For example, if you are writing an equation, a program, count EQU 25, then certain lines in the program, then after that move R3, hash count. What is the meaning of this instruction? This R3 will be having the value of 25. Then where it is used? When executing this instruction, R3 will be loaded with the value 25. Main advantage or application of this equate instruction is that, assume if we are to use a constant in many different places in the program and we want to change its value throughout. If we want to use a constant in many different places in the program and we want to change its value throughout. In that case, by the use of this instruction, equate or EQU, the programmer can change it once and the 8051 assembler will change all of its occurrences rather than searching the entire program to find its occurrence. Then last data type is that end directive. It indicates the assembler to end the source file. This is the last line of 8051 program. Last line meaning that anything after this end directive is ignored by the assembler. Anything after the end directive is ignored by the assembler. Then certain program branching instructions that we rarely used in programs are RET and RETI. RET means return from subroutine. This instruction is mainly used in LCALL or ACALL instructions, long call or absolute call instructions. When this instruction is executed, no flags were affected. Then, if we want to return from an interrupt, we have to use the instruction namely RETI. It is used at the end of an interrupt service routine. Then, one logical instruction is swap A. Swap means interchanging the contents. Here, logical instruction swap A means swap nibbles within the accumulator. That means swap instruction interchanges lower nibble with the upper nibble, which is taking place inside the accumulator. For example, move A, hash 59H. 59H can be represented in binary as 5 as 0101 and 9 as 1001. After executing this instruction, after we are writing swap A, this 9 will be comes instead of 5 and 5 will comes instead of 9. So 59 becomes 95. This instruction is interchanged. This lower nibble is interchanged with the upper nibble. This portion is known as the lower nibbles and this portion is known as the upper nibbles. These two portions are interchanged when this instruction is executed. Hope you have understand these miscellaneous instructions. Thank you.